2 years ago, as he was approaching his final Shabbat as president of the shul, David Fishman asked the rabbi if he could have the pulpit that morning to share some thoughts as he was about to leave the job. I remember his talk quite vividly. He spoke about two boys at a summer camp, one with some special needs and the other who, in the act of mentoring, grew immeasurably over the course of those 6 weeks. The message I gleaned was that we draw strength from one another and that we can all learn from each other as long as we keep an open mind. I wondered then if I'd have the same opportunity to speak before the minyan in my final couple of weeks and what I might say. What I didn't imagine is that I'd be delivering that message from my office at home on a Tuesday evening in the middle of a pandemic the likes of which we've never seen before. I want to express my deep appreciation to Rabbi Friedman for his partnership over these past 2 years. I delivered some remarks after his final Kabbalat Shabbat a few weeks ago, but it would be remiss of me not to mention him here too. I've had the distinct privilege to serve on a board with some highly talented and devoted people. I'll make special mention of our 3 departing board members at the annual meeting in a few weeks' time, but in this address I wanted to recognize the members of my executive committee who've supported me throughout my term. David Fishman is not only a close personal friend, but someone I respect and admire greatly. He executed his role as immediate past president to perfection, as he provided me with sage advice from the wings, all the while emphasizing that this was my board, these were my decisions, and I'd have to live with them. There's one more thing, and it's important. David wakes up every single morning thinking about how he can make our community better, stronger, and more united. He doesn't only think about it, but he actually acts on it and he gets stuff done. We can all count ourselves very lucky to have a leader like David in our midst. Nathan Rabinovich and Bara Lowenthal, as vice president and secretary, bring an incredibly diverse set of skills to this group, and their advice and guidance have been invaluable to me. With leaders like them, our community is truly in good hands. I didn't know Peter Schwartz well when he joined the board. Over the course of the past 2 years, though, I've witnessed how, in his quiet and understated way, he's poured his heart and soul into the Dat Minyan. I now know Peter well enough to know that one of the things he likes least in life is a fuss made over him. So I'll just say this. Peter, on behalf of the board, who has some small sense of how hard you've worked for us, and on behalf of the community, who probably never will, I can only offer 2 simple words. Thank you. As I reflect on the past 24 months, I do so with both pride and with regret. I'm proud of the board and of the work we've done, of the difficult decisions we've made and how we've conducted ourselves when the stakes were high. When times are tough, there are always 2 choices, and I'm proud to say we faced these challenges head on, and I truly believe that we've come out on the other side stronger. I regret, though, that I wasn't able to do more. Peter once said to me that in the course of my term there'd be times where we'd play offense and get to write the narrative ourselves, and times where we'd play defense and have to react to the world around us. I wish that I'd had more opportunities to run with the ball, to build more, to learn more, to grow. Instead, I feel like I've spent the past 2 years staving off some of the biggest challenges our community has ever faced. We moved to a new location and tackled the immense financial challenges that came along with it. We said goodbye to a rabbi and to an executive director, and now, along with the rest of the world, are grappling with the greatest challenge in a generation, a virus that has truly altered our reality. In the course of these events, I've learned a hard and important lesson. A good defense is in fact essential for survival. I said to a congregant yesterday that there's no COVID-19 playbook, and in dealing with this crisis, I'm certain that I've made mistakes. But I'm proud that our board has been nimble and decisive, that we've made hundreds, if not thousands, of decisions in real time, all with the community's best interests at heart. And we'll continue to work incredibly hard because, like you, we love the Dat Minyan and want to ensure its place as a bastion of modern orthodoxy on Denver's east side. I'm sure the membership has a lot of questions, and I plan to create a forum for them to be asked in advance of the meeting so I may address each and every concern. I did want to take a few minutes today, though, to speak about membership dues, since we're entering a new billing cycle in the third quarter. The Dat Minion has a strict policy that no member will ever be turned away for lack of funds. Anyone who wants to be part of our community is welcome with open arms, and any discussion about dues reductions are handled by a small group in a very discreet way. The financial implications of the coronavirus have been felt across the board, and if you would like to begin a discussion about reducing your dues, please feel free to do so. That said, we are acutely aware that because of the virus, our services have been limited. We don't take any member of the Shul for granted and want each of you to know how much we value your partnership. With this in mind, we have taken the decision to reduce every member's dues by 33% for the coming cycle. The world is clearly different, and as a Shul, we need to adapt and to meet our members halfway. You'll see that in your billing statement, the reduction is automatically reflected. But if you are financially able, please consider paying the balance as a donation to the Shul. We could certainly use the funds. I was in touch with some members yesterday and explained that Shul membership presents an incredible challenge at a time like this. I'm aware of a few people who've chosen to cease their membership, and I'm sensitive to others who may be contemplating a similar decision. I guess I view membership as far less transactional than, for example, paying one's Verizon bill. There are always highs and lows in any community, but I see each member as a partner or a friend and not simply a customer. We need to stick by one another in both good times and in bad times. And you can rest assured of one thing. As a Shul, we will never walk away. Last week was the yahrzeit of the 7th Lubavitcher Rebbe, and in listening to a shiur about him, I heard a beautiful thought based on the teaching of one of his predecessors, the Rebbe Maharash. It's the concept of lechatchila ariber. The Rebbe used to say, the world says that if you cannot crawl under an obstacle, try leap over it. However, I say, lechatchila ariber, don't even consider crawling under it. Leap over it in the first place. My friends, we face challenges, of that there is no doubt. Let's not cower in the face of adversity. Let's not try and crawl under any obstacle before us. Lechatchila ariber. Let's leap first. More importantly, let's leap together. For one thing I've learned in these past 2 years is that we are far stronger and far more capable when we work in unison, when we hold firm, and when we stand as one. I want to thank each and every one of you for the incredible opportunity to serve as the president of the Dat Minion. It's truly been one of the great honors of my life, and something I'll treasure for many years to come. I wish us all much hatzlacha in the future. I wish you all a good night.